Hi, I'm Ellen Horan, President and CEO of the Greater Reading Chamber of Commerce and Industry, and I'm here for this week's Member Spotlight with Kim Fraites-Dow, Acting President of Girl Scouts of Eastern PA, and Sue Perrotty, who is a board member of the organization. So people probably have Girl Scouts on their mind right now as it's the middle of cookie season, and the cookie boxes are showing up in workplace kitchens, and of course the adorable girls are out there selling them throughout the county. But people probably don't really think a lot about Girl Scouts as an organization. So Kim, do you want to give us a feel for Girl Scouts as an organization and how Berks fits into that?
Sure. So Girl Scouting has been around since 1912, so we're over 100 years old. Founded by Daisy Lowe, Juliet Gordon Lowe in Georgia, Savannah, Georgia, and founded on the principles of diversity, innovation, and inclusion, really providing an opportunity for girls to develop leadership skills at a time when there really were not that many options. So we were just discussing earlier today that there are so many opportunities for girls with different activities, but we really believe that Girl Scouting provides the core values of diversity, inclusion, innovation, and leadership, and is founded on those principles. We really encourage girls to discover more about themselves, to connect with other people, and to take action in the world to make it a better place.
Great. Now, how many girls do we have involved in Girl Scouting in Berks County?
In Berks County, we have close to 4,000 girls, K through 12, who are involved in Girl Scouting. Good. And really, we provide a lot of opportunities for girls in underserved communities with the help of the really awesome United Way out here in Berks County. We have a lot of awesome board members who serve on both organizations, a lot of corporate funders who fund both the United Way and the Girl Scouts, and they really do help us make it happen here.
Great. You know, another thing that's kind of the backbone of the organization is the volunteers. And how many, not an exact number, but how many volunteers does it take to run, you know, Girl Scouts in Berks County with 4,000 girls?
We have between 1,200 and 1,300 volunteers in Berks County alone, which is awesome. Our organization does span the 9 counties of eastern Pennsylvania. We have over 15,000 adult members who are helping to push forward the mission of Girl Scouting. And Sue and you are 2 of them serving on our board as volunteers, which is awesome to have leadership at your capacity helping to move the organization forward.
Great. Now, one of the things that I've really enjoyed being part of the board is I very much respect the strategic thinking, the strategic planning, the strategic approach that Girl Scouts as an organization takes to kind of guiding the future. What are some of the challenges and some of the opportunities that is facing Girl Scouts? Maybe either of you could respond to those.
Well, I'll say the opportunities are that we've got a wonderful girl leadership development organization, which is the way I like to talk about Girl Scouts, that is there to serve all of our girls. And I tell people this, that I think the greatest gift you can give to any young woman is to get her involved in Girl Scouts. Introduce them young and let them decide. One of the challenges is there's a lot of competition today that there was not when I was young. As a Girl Scout, as a young person, it was the center of what we did. We loved it. It was a social structure. What I know today as an adult is that they do develop young women of courage, confidence, and character. And I love that mission. Courage, confidence, and character. And they carry it forward. So the statistic that is amazing is that while less than 10% of girls take advantage of being a part of Girl Scouts, 80% of women who take on leadership positions, either as business owners, whether they are in the legislature serving their communities, 80% of them were Girl Scouts. I think it's one of the highest correlations of, think about how big a difference we could make if 20 or 30% of our girls did Girl Scouting.
Right.
So I think the competition is much more significant at the older age, and I'm excited. We're doing a huge amount of program work to really engage the older girls and to engage them in ways that go beyond our troops. Sometimes I think we forget that we do incredible programming, and we're in the midst of a capital campaign right now, and I'm working on that. We're actually the Berks County, one of the Berks County approved capital campaigns to raise money for our outdoor experience and its camps. We own a number of very significant camps in the area, and it allows these young girls in a very safe environment to explore their boundaries, to expand their boundaries, and to learn really how to work as a team with people who are many times different that you don't know, but in an incredibly safe and supporting environment. And I think for our young girls, that's a difficult challenge. So I encourage everybody, if you've got a girl somewhere around you and they have not been introduced to Girl Scouts, do it sooner than later.
Great. Kim, I know one of the other challenges we've talked about at the board level is being relevant, making sure Girl Scouts is relevant to girls, because as Sue mentioned, there's a lot of competition, and especially though for girls in an urban environment. And I think in Reading, you have had some good successes. Do you want to talk about what the organization has been able to do in Reading?
Sure, we have a lot of wonderful success stories from the past and today. Again, with the help of some really strong community partners who helped to underwrite our programming for underserved girls. We've offered some programs in the middle schools where we serve the entire population of girls throughout the school in a bilingual program opportunity, so both in Spanish as well as in English, providing girls an opportunity to develop leadership skills and interact with the community. So we have programming that takes place in the school during the school day, as well as on college campuses. So we've partnered with 4 of the area colleges in the region, and then taking the girls to camp. So just as Sue was saying, really providing those outdoor leadership experiences that maybe they don't get in an urban environment. So that's just one of the really awesome success stories. The MetLife Foundation actually helped us underwrite that as well. And then our ongoing leadership programs for girls really provide an opportunity for girls from every community to feel like they're making a difference. What we know about girls is that they want to make the world a better place. It's just part of who they are. So we really are creating ways for them, whether it's through learning about STEM or learning about leadership or any other outdoor experiences, sort of taking a look at what they're learning from a program perspective and then figuring out how they can use that to make their communities better. That's a really empowering opportunity for every girl everywhere, and is really one of the awesome and powerful things about Girl Scouting.
Great. See, we have here some cookies there, and we are in the season.
That's right.
For cookie season. People are probably wondering how relevant is cookie sales to the organization and down to the troop level?
So the product program is the largest girl-led business in the world. Really has been an 85-year business, and is an awesome opportunity for girls to learn about goal setting, about people skills, money management, business ethics, and all of those things that you learn through creating your own business. So from a revenue perspective for the council, it is our largest revenue driver as well. But it also is an awesome program for girls where they are earning opportunities and making money using a 100-year brand and an 85-year business to earn money for themselves and for their troops to do awesome things. So girls often use proceeds from their cookie program to go to camp. And some of them save money over a couple years, and they go on trips to Europe in 7th grade. So we have lots of really cool examples of how Girl Scouts and their troops set goals, and then they travel the world through the cookie program.
So don't feel guilty about buying cookies. Definitely.
In fact, you know, Ellen, it's the largest fundraising that we do. So I'm not sure people connect that when you buy Girl Scout cookies, you are supporting the Girl Scouts, and there is a profit that does go back to fund the girls. So if you think about it that way, you might want to buy a few more cookies.
That's right. Good point. And then lastly, I wanted to give you an opportunity to bring up the Take the Lead event, which is coming up, which is a fundraising event as well, but is also an opportunity to recognize women leaders in the community and, more importantly, connect them with Girl Scouts. It's a mentoring opportunity. So did you want to talk about that event, which is coming up shortly?
Sure. That event is on April 12th at the Crown Plaza in Reading. And again, I think you two are past honorees of Take the Lead. So really we have 2 wonderful examples of women leaders in the community who are giving back and helping to move the community forward. So we have 4 honorees this year that we're honoring. and it's an awesome opportunity for girls to lead the event. I think a lot of times people are surprised when they come to the event for the first time that girls MC the whole thing.
Yep.
And they have an awesome time, and they really show us as business leaders what it's like to provide a passionate, spirited public speaking sort of experience, which is awesome. And it really provides an opportunity for those girls to develop long-standing relationships with their honorees as well. So you hear about honorees and their presenters who have been keeping in touch for years and years after that and helping each other through that.
Wonderful.
So, yeah.
Well, thank you very much for all that you do for Berks County, both Sue and Kim, and for being a part of Girl Scouts. And thank you also for being a member of the Chamber.
Thank you, Ellen.
Thank
so
you,
much.
Ellen.
Thanks for the opportunity.